Why does this exist? I'm Skirpd and I want to answer the question of why this show exists. This show being Villainess Level 99. I may be the Hidden Boss, but I'm not a Demon Lord. Yes, that's the full name. And I'm going to give you guys my 100% correct opinion, and I will direct my ire on this stupid show. But to really get into how awful this show really is, I have to touch on what it was based off of, which is the show that came out not too long ago. It came out in 2020. God, 4 years ago. You guys have probably seen the show Villainess. All death flags, all roads lead to death flags. You know, the show where she was a villainess. Well, for those of you who don't know, it was this anime that came out. She read this visual novel. She then got reincarnated into the visual novel, right? And, you know, all the usual things ensue. Oh my God, since I know everything, I'm the villainess. I've done everything shitty, so if I just restart and be a good person, I'm good, right? And it's a good, honestly, I really liked the anime. It was good. It was really good. Thus why it got a slew of spin-off shows. Not spin-off like in the same universe, just villainess type shows. If I had a quarter for how many villainess type shows there were out there, I'd have 6 quarters, which is like not a whole lot, but it's like 6. That's like incredible because it's such a niche genre. But even then, those niche shows, they're good, you know? I mean, it's like watching an isekai, man. You can just eat it up no matter what it is, really. And that's the reason why I even clicked on Villainess Level 99. It was just like, oh, I get to, you know, enjoy this trash anime. Oh, it's only been 2 episodes as the time of recording this, and God, it is a ride. I don't recommend you watch it, but if you want to, spoiler warning ahead for the first 2 episodes, don't watch it. You don't want to. Let's just get into what it is. Villainess Level 99. Main character is, you guessed it, the Villainess that's level 99, but she's also the hidden boss of the visual novel. By the way, based on the same concept visual novel as the first one, so you know you're getting what you asked for, right? Not really at all. She knows all the ins and outs of the world. She's a regressor, transgressor, matresser, masseuse, therapist. You know what it is. You know, she's like, oh, there's a leveling system in this, so I'm just gonna. She's dark. Oh, I almost forgot a huge aspect of the show. She's the only human who can use dark magic. Dun dun dun. But it's so stupid. I can barely even explain this to you guys. So she gets her memories back at the age of 5, and she's like, well, damn, I better start leveling up. And I'm like, absolutely. If you guys have watched an isekai regression, that's the first thing they do. I gotta bulk up so I can be cool. I'm like, I love it. Let's do it. So she's 5 years old, and her parents have abandoned her in a castle with just a couple maids. Also kind of not out of the ordinary, which is weird now that I think about it, but think about any shonen protagonist. They don't have parents. It's just how it is, I guess. I just thought about that. It's so funny because she's just like, all right, I'm going to sneak out of the castle every day and just kill monsters. Okay, yeah, that's good. She kills monsters. She's just like, okay, I'm leveled up enough. I'm going to go to a dungeon, right? She doesn't go to any special dungeon that has like cool loot or anything. She just goes to the closest one to her. I'm like, that's fine. I mean, I would go to a cool dungeon with cool stuff, but that's what you want to do. She, you know, trains up there, and she eventually gets all the way to the boss, kills the boss, right? And I'm like, damn, she's powerful already? I kind of expected this. However, this is where it gets funny. A 10-year time skip happens, and it is stated that she was just going through that one dungeon over and over and over and over again for 10 years straight without doing anything different. What? And they just brush it off like it's normal, like oh yeah, this is a normal thing for me to do that isn't batshit insane, which it is. 10 years straight of just killing. Are you a sociopath, my brother? I don't know, but it's so stupid, and it just cuts. Now she's 15 after doing a dungeon for 10 years straight. Okay, that's cool, but this is the part where I've been lying to you. The show doesn't start with her. The show tries to juke you out by having the visual novel protagonist be the start of the show. Like, you know, pink hair, healing magic, helping old ladies. I'm like, I'm clicking on Villainess Level 99. I know this isn't about the healer with light magic, man. Like, they even go as far as to give me an opening. like a fake opening for the visual novel. I'm like, my brother, I know this isn't real. But, you know, to each their own. Like, I like twists as much as the next guy. Even if it's a stupid twist that I can see coming, I do see the merit in it. The thing I don't see merit in, however, is making it half the episode. So if you click on this expecting to see an OP Villainess, you have to wait 12 and a half minutes to even see her. It's crazy. Like, why would you make it go on this long? Like, I was getting bored. I was skipping around, and I'm like, okay, it does actually happen. But it's so yeah, the whole first half of the show is just having her as the main protagonist. And I'm like, this is so dumb. Where it ends is that the main protagonist, the pink-haired girl is at the ceremony where, of course, at the school ceremony, you have to put your hand on this magical orb that gives you your level, right? I'm like, okay, so the trope's gonna be, you know, the main protagonist hides their power or breaks the orb or any number of things that happen, because it's every single other show. I couldn't be more mistaken. This show just defies my expectations, because the Villainess, she walks up and I'm like, okay, so she's just gonna, like, you know, fake her level or whatever. She puts her hand on the orb, 99 pops up. I'm like, okay, they're going the denial route. Like, oh, this must be broken. And so the principal's just like, hey, is this thing's broken, right? Like, there's no way you're level 99. She goes, no, I'm level 99 straight up. Like, for real though, like, it's nothing big. Keep in mind, the highest level shown in the by anybody else was level 10. So, fucking, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. I hate it. She's like, yeah, like, that's me for real. I'm like, okay, this is so stupid. They're like, we would expel you right now if we weren't gonna prove your abilities tomorrow anyway to show that you're a fraud. I'm like, okay, I understand what's happening. She's gonna go do the practical exams, fail them miserably, be probably like lowest class, or she might even be perfectly in the middle, like my boy from Shadow Garden did. She's in the practical sword training, right? And she's facing the level 10 guy. I'm like, oh, okay, she's throwing the fight. She puts her sword to the ground. I'm like, cool. He runs up. She just trips him, and he almost dies. And he gets up and he's like, that wasn't fair. And he tries to swing at her again. She's like, oh, okay, we're swinging. And she swings. Clunk. He hits the ground. Is completely unconscious. And I'm like, all right, I don't even know what's happening in this show anymore. Like, all my expectations have been shattered time and time and time again. And I'm like, so she's just not even trying to hide that she's level 99. I should have known when she said, hey, I'm level 99, but, you know, it wasn't really clicking in my head. Teacher takes him to the infirmary and he's like, oh, just practice your sword swinging. So you know what this bitch does? She goes, okay, I'll practice my sword swinging. When she swings her sword, it's like a helicopter, right? She does not care. Swing, 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 swing. People are like literally have to hold on to each other not to fly away. And then the magical exam happens. It's exactly what you think the magical exam's gonna be. Oh, you just have to hit this target. Don't worry about doing anything else. Everybody hits the target. She's like, yo, so like, what happens if I destroy this joint? And everybody's like, that can't happen. I'm like, brother, it's gonna happen. So she goes, oh, but it's cool if I do though? They're like, yeah, sure. And she goes, hell flame. It just combusts. I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? She could have just, you know, diluted her magic. No, I did it too. No, there's none of that here. She passes with flying colors, of course. But the funniest part is right after this happens, the male main character from the visual novel comes up with the principal. He's just like, and of course the main male character is the prince of the kingdom that they're in, because why wouldn't they be? So he runs up, he's like, I was with the principal and I'm getting you expelled for lying about your level. And I'm like, bro, does gossip not exist in this universe? Because if she destroys the highest level person and then destroys the magic, you think it would get to the prince and principal's ears that she's not lying. But no, he's like, yep, on this decree you're expelled, like, what's up? And the magic teacher's even like, no, 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 she's a real mage. Like, she's really about that life, dude. I can't even, like, every time I think, okay, so she's gonna get expelled and, like, whatever, because I don't know. And she's like, yo, if I can prove to you right now that I'm level 99, what's up? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, what if I release my highest level spell into the air? And he's like, bro, what are you talking about? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, if I release my highest level spell in the air, who's taking the blame? Because I'm not taking a fall on this, young. And he's like, it doesn't matter, so I'll take the blame. And she's like, bet. Black hole. And I'm like, what? And she explains it like, this is the spell that only the Demon Lord and I know. And I'm like, okay, sure. Black hole. And she releases the black hole, and it shows that windows are being shattered. The people are scared and holding on to each other for dear life because it's sucking everything in. And I'm like, what? Like, I was cracking up at this point because it's just like, it's just absurd. I don't even know what to say about it. Like, but she just cancels the black hole and says, what up with it? And that's where the show ends. Until episode 3, which is coming out soon. It's probably out by the time this is released, but God, why does this exist? Why does this show really, really exist? Thank you guys so much for watching and just being along for the ride of me sharing this terrible anime with you. Please remember to like and subscribe and even become a member. You know, I like money. But thank you for watching. I've been Skirpd and you've been great. I'll see you guys in the next one.